I started Leaps and Bounds Pediatric Therapy in 2010 when I noticed a real need in our community. There's not a lot of specialty therapy care out here in the Inland Empire. So when I learned about hippotherapy, I thought this is incredible. It combines my two greatest loves, pediatric therapy and working with horses.
The amazing part about hippotherapy is that the pelvis of the horse compared to the pelvis of a human actually moves perpendicularly the same. And so it helps for the children that are on the horse in order to get that front and back movement, the rotational movement, and the lateral movement that we all need in order to weight shift and to walk forward. I have a great example is one of the kids that I saw, and he got on the horse, and as it started moving, he started laughing and he said, "It feels like I'm walking."
When I started Leaps and Bounds Pediatric Therapy, it was just me in a tiny little 400 square foot office, and that has now grown to over 1,500 clients per week with a staff of almost 100 between Leaps and Bounds and Friends of Leaps and Bounds.
Everybody wants what's best for the kids, and we're all happy to be here, even if it's a little sunny out or if it's rainy, and we're all just wanting to do what's best for all the little kids and help them grow up.
We're honored to serve the children of the Inland Empire with our hippotherapy and adaptive riding programs, where we address all of the challenges that they're faced in their life, conquering a variety of different disabilities, everything from cerebral palsy to Down syndrome to autism. The kids that we serve have this from day one of their life, and the thing that always grips me is the parents and the families that support them and will do anything to see their child get exactly what they need.
I am here with my son, Austin. He is 14, and when he was 3 years old, he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. I would say that by being here, Austin has grown in ways by being able to maintain his balance. He has been able to remain consistent. He walks with assistance and just kind of stretching his body out and maintaining that wellness. That is really important so that he can live a longer life.
Noah is 3 years old. He has Down syndrome or trisomy 21. He had difficulty holding his head up. Even when he first started his first session, he had more awareness of the fact that he needed to control his neck.
Luca is 3.5 years old, and he got diagnosed with mild to moderate autism. So it tires him out sometimes because it does work so many muscles, but he loves coming here and loves going on the horse. He knows that Thursdays are his horse days.
I have a son here at Leaps and Bounds, Leo, who's behind me right now on a horse. My little Leo has a condition called Grin 2B. Initially, we didn't know with our condition, we didn't know if he would ever walk. Some kids don't. But he's running and walking and jumping upstairs, so we love the results so far. Yeah, I would like to add, I'm wearing my Leaps and Bounds shirt, and I wear it everywhere because we're proud to be a part of it. I'm a physician, and I usually deal with elderly people. And this is kind of the same, just in a different fashion. This is the most important people in your family that require the most help when you have special needs children. And who wouldn't back a program that will back you to that end?
Managing a ranch is no small undertaking. It takes an army of people. We have everything from horse handlers to our volunteer pool that needs to be managed, to our therapists who are highly trained professionals who've gone through lots of schooling and have superior knowledge of the human body in order to help facilitate these therapies. You can imagine that costs a lot. So being the recipient of the Stater Brothers Charities a Hometown Heroes Award is beyond belief. We don't have revenue streams like a typical business would, so large gifts like this don't arrive that often, and when they do, they make a world of difference.
When I first started as a physical therapist, I had a very special patient named Jenna. She was 1.5 years when I met her, and about 7 or 8 years after that is when I founded Leaps and Bounds. Jenna has cerebral palsy and required a walker to walk. She has an able-bodied identical twin who does not have cerebral palsy. So we brought her over, and in 6 months of working with Jenna on that horse, she made more progress than she made in 6 years. She transitioned to being able to walk with one hand held. For a child who's 10 years old and looking at a sister, a carbon copy of herself that
doesn't have these struggles, to see her up on that horse, she said the best thing I've ever heard, and it was, when I'm on that horse, nobody realizes that I have cerebral palsy. And to me, that is exactly why we do that.